It was the winter of 1916, somewhere on the Western Front. Private Harold Bennett had survived gas, shellfire, and days without sleep. But nothing prepared him for what hid beneath the mud. One fog-choked night, Harold and 3 others crawled through the rotten remains of no man's land. They were sent to repair collapsed trenches after a week of relentless bombardment. The ground reeked of death, the smell of countless bodies swallowed by the earth. As Harold shovel bit into the muck, he heard something move below. At first, he thought it was a rat. But then, pale fingers shot up from the mud, clawing at his ankles. Before he could scream, a corpse, German uniform still clinging to its decaying bones, dragged itself free. Its empty eye sockets locked on Harold, and the stench of rot was overwhelming. More figures rose from the mire, British, German, all rotting and twisted, driven by something beyond death. Bullets did nothing, they just kept coming. Harold and his mates scrambled backward through the trench. One by one, they disappeared, dragged into the mud with muffled screams. Harold ran until his lungs burned, the dead whispering in his ears. The whispers promised no escape, that they were all just waiting to join them. By dawn, the trench was silent again. Only Harold was left, shaking in the corner, rifle clutched to his chest. He swore he could still hear the scratching beneath the mud. The restless dead, waiting for night to fall again. Harold was shivering in the corner when he heard footsteps walking towards him from outside of the trench. His fingers trembling, he readied his rifle in preparedness for whatever creature was coming at him when suddenly a dark silhouette was above him blocking the morning light. Harold, terrified, began to raise his rifle towards the silhouette when suddenly a shot rang out. The body collapsed, moaning and whimpering in German. Harold stood up to see who had saved him when another shot went buzzing past his head. Harold, confused, started screaming, "I'm British, don't shoot." A voice appeared from the distance, "Get on over here then." It was General Franklin of the 9th Queen's Brigade. Harold has served under him shy of 2 months. Harold began sprinting towards the voice as fast as he could. Harold jumped into the other trench and began trying to find General Franklin. With his eyes huge and his nerves completely shot, he demanded to speak to the general to report what had happened. Harold stumbled through the smoke and mud, breath ragged, boots slipping on blood-soaked boards. His heart slammed in his chest like artillery fire. "General Franklin," he shouted, voice cracking, "General Franklin, sir, you've got to hear." From behind a barricade of sandbags, the familiar, lined face of General Franklin emerged, pistol still raised, smoke curling from the barrel. His uniform was smeared with mud and blood, eyes sunken from sleepless nights. "Bennett, what in God's name happened to you?" "Frankel,